Hello, aloha. This is Stephanie. Welcome to Turtle Flo Tribe. I'm doing an impromptu YouTube live to celebrate the Leo new moon, and we'll be practicing Yin Yoga. It's going to be a short Yin Yoga class, and then set some strong new moon intentions. So I'm just going to clear the energy with some Palo Santo, just to clear the energy, and just protecting all four corners of your space with white pillar of lights, and ask that only guides and beings of the highest vibration that wishes your highest potential, highest being, your highest potential that wants the best for your highest good be present, as well as the highest good of all. So I think I've said highest enough times. So just feel all that clearing energy. So new moon is all about clearing and setting a new intention. And for the Yin Yoga, you can be on the yoga mat, you can be on the carpet. The beauty of Yin Yoga is you can practice anywhere, anytime. And you can do one pose, two pose, you can skip a pose, just honoring your body to what feels right for you. And I'm going to give you a couple of minutes to gather. So if you're watching the replay, welcome. So welcome to our new moon intention, new moon in Leo. I am Stephanie. This is Turtle Flo Tribe. So please, if you're watching it on the replay, you can type in the comments. Let me know where you're tuning in from. And I'm a yoga instructor, Reiki master. So I always turn on the distant Reiki anytime I do any class, so that while the class is on, you're receiving any healing you need through distance, and just putting healing energy through the space, for the space. So only the highest energy for your highest good can be present. So new moon is, again, about intention setting, and Leo, I'm a moon in Leo, Pisces sun. So new moon in Leo is about tuning into your heart. It's about passion, creativity, it's fire energy. I have my Himalayan candle, salt candle holder with the white candle. So another cleansing item is the Himalayan salt. It cleanses the air with negative ion, as well as the white candles have purifying properties. You can also use selenite to either brush around your body if you don't want to have anything smoking. You can also use sage, and you can even have selenite on you anywhere on the mat while we're practicing. So as I said, Yin Yoga, you can practice it on the mat. I'm just going to lower this. On the mat, you can practice it on the carpet. You can have socks on if your feet tend to get cold. It's pretty hot in California. So you probably won't need socks for most of us. And again, I'll just tell you what props you might need as I talk about the Leo new moon. So you can have a bolster like that. If you have a yoga bolster, with Yin Yoga, you can use as many props or you can use 0 props. And you can have books instead of blocks. You can have a bolster or a couple pillows. You can also use yoga blanket or throw blanket or beach towel, bath towels. So those are the options. So I'm pretty much done with the Palo Santo. I'm going to put this down here. And while I tell you about the Leo new moon, you can gather all the props that you would like to use. And you can use yoga blanket. And the first pose we're going to be in is going to be on a bolster. So depending on your back, we want to open up the heart space here. So you can have 1 bolster or 2 blankets. 2 bed pillows or 1 bed pillow. Another option is just to have a yoga blanket like this or a beach towel, bath towel, and just have it vertically. And you want to sit right against the bolster. Bring the soles of your feet together. Let the knees release down. Lie down. Open your arms and relax. Then you can slide your feet forward or back. Let the knees release down. If you want more support, you can even have books under each thighs or knees. You're also welcome to wrap your feet with a blanket. And just kind of make a adjustment with your clothing. Open your arms out to the side. Heart, relax your shoulders. You can softly close your eyes and just start to deepen and lengthen your breath, in and out through your nose. As you just release and surrender your whole back body into the props as well as all that's supporting beneath. So this is reclined butterfly. It's more of a restoring pose, but it opens the heart space and it's opening your hips. So in Yin Yoga, you're not trying to hold yourself up or tighten up the muscles. You let go, relax into it, and try to make any adjustments to find your pose and find stillness. If that's too much for your back, you can lower the props. So I will show you different variations. So you can also do it with this. So that's if you're lower back sensitive and you can't have props too high. So that releases the arch in your lumbar spine. So another way is this. And if your lower back is really sensitive, you can have no props. Or if you just don't have any props, you just do it without any props. Another option, if you want to support your back and just want to get some heart opening, you can have your feet on the bolster, be on your flat back. So whatever variation you pick, take a moment to settle into your pose. Reclined butterfly. And start to breathe. Full inhale through your nose. Open your mouth. And exhale it out. And then if you're new to Yin Yoga or have any questions, you're welcome to type in the chat or you can type in the comments. And I can either answer them after class or during class. So settle into your reclined butterfly. So if you do have props underneath you, you really want to focus on that opening of the heart. And keep inhaling through your nose. Invite your breath all the way to your belly. Exhale completely. Empty your breath. Allow your breath to fully empty out from your torso. Pause for a second or two at the end of your exhale before taking your next inhale. Again, feel free to sigh out to couple lion's breath, just channeling that Leo energy. Feel free to roar as out as you want. You can be as soft as you would like to loosen out your jaw. At any point, if something hurts, you can readjust and find stillness again. The key to Yin Yoga is you do less and stay longer. So it's better to gradually ease into deepening the pose, coming into that first initial point of resistance called the personal edge, where you feel just enough opening, but you're not efforting, your muscles stay relaxed. So we're tapping into the deeper layers of your body. So we're targeting the connective tissues, ligaments, the fascia, the deeper layers of your body, getting a deep stretch, releasing a lot of tension and stress, emotional stress that's held at the fascia, as well as opening the energy channels via the meridian points, releasing the key, allowing the life force energy key to flow through. So I'll come back as you're holding the pose. I'm going to come back to the Leo new moon. So as you're breathing and relaxing into that reclined butterfly, feel the connection of the soles of your feet, nourishing the 72,000 nerve endings at the soles of your feet. Again, make sure you're not holding your knees up. Release your knees. Otherwise, put something underneath. And just keep lengthening and deepening your breaths as you allow your heart center to expand. Again, the Leo is related to the heart. We're channeling sun energy. In Yin Yoga, we're connecting to the lunar feminine energy, which is really great for connecting to this new moon. And I'm going to actually put this flower over here. So keep connecting to your deepest heart desires as you breathe deep in and out through your nose. Relaxing and releasing any stress, anxiety, tension from your day. And then just know that this new moon, we literally just had the new moon while we started the practice. The new moon in Leo wants to see you shine. It is time to step into your power and meet your inner lion, lioness. Do something that requires courage. Take care of your inner child. Leo brings inspiration, motivation, creativity, and fiery energies. It's time to take action. And this is by the Fairy of the Moon on Instagram. So as we go through the practice today, I'll be focusing more on hip opening and keeping the heart open. And as you're holding the pose, which we'll be holding from 3 to 5 minutes, I'm going to set the timer on my phone for each pose. So as you hold, I'm going to read you different aspects of the new moon. But for now, take a moment to tune into your heart center as you listen to the healing sound of the tuning fork. And as I tap 3 times, see if you can feel the vibration and just receive the vibration frequency of the sound. This is 528 hertz, love and miracle, DNA repairing tuning fork frequency. It's very subtle. Just noticing subtle vibrations. And then I'll play that again at the end of the practice. So start to tune into your heart center. Readjust the distance of your feet to what feels more comfortable. If you feel like you got the opening from holding the pose, you can come draw your feet closer to you to get deeper opening. If you feel like it's too straining, you can draw your feet away from you. If you're good where you are, stay where you are. And then take a moment to tune in and set an intention for your practice, for this new moon. So this new moon, it's at the 29 degrees, 30 degrees it's the last degree, together 30 degrees. So this is a new beginning. It's very big, powerful new moon for new beginning, to take that big leap, letting go of the fear. So don't let limitations, any objections hold you back. Just set an intention for what you envision the next 6 months or so. Think of it as like a reset to restart, completely new. Do it from your heart, from your deepest heart desire, for your highest good and highest good of all. From a place of self-love, getting out of the limited perspective into the realm of courage and healing. As one heals, a lightness is restored to one's being and expression. You are the master of your destiny. You make right choices for self with a capital S when you are in alignment with who you really are. So this is a time to just be who you really are unapologetically. So from that space, take a moment to set your intention and then gently come out of your pose. So if you were lying down, you want to come out slow. So you want to support your knees and thighs with your hands. Draw your knees together. Set your feet slightly wider than your hips. And then just swing your knees side to side like windshield wipers. So some of you might want to kind of move around like this. Tune in and see what your body wants. Some of you might want to just straighten the legs and kind of shake them out. Point and flex your feet. Circle your feet. See what calls to you. So between poses is the counter pose time. That is time for you to tune in, check in with your body, and you can just be very still, receiving the rebound effect, or you can move around as much as you would like. So then you're going to bend your knees, slowly roll to your right, and then come on up. So you're going to keep your bolster there, and we're going to come to a pose called Deer. So again, you can have 2 pillows, you can have 1 blanket, or you can have a bolster. And what you're going to do is bend your right leg in. So this is externally rotated, internally rotated. Sit tall. Try to sit with both sit bones. This is called Deer. Then reach your arms up. Turn to face your bolster. Twist. You can angle your bolster however you need. And then fold. You turn your head one way. And bring your arms into a cactus arms. But you want to make sure you're not reaching up. You want to draw your shoulders down and just let the elbow relax. If your elbow floats up, you can put another towel or blanket underneath. If you have something wrong with the shoulder at the opposite arm, instead of having both arms in cactus arms, you can have one arm look the other way. Turn your head whichever side feels comfortable for you. And then just root with your heart. And I'm going to set a timer for 3 minutes. Once you're in the pose, try to relax. So this is a nice hip opening pose. And we're just letting go, releasing anything that's no longer serving you, cleansing from inside out, detoxification. And this is also a nice pose, Deer with a twist. It's a great pose for releasing tension in your lower back. So again, once you're in, relax into it. And then I will read another astrological fact about today's new moon. So there we have the new moon in Leo upon us. There is a lot of Leo energy among us with the sun, moon, and Mercury all stationed in Leo. This new moon is closely linked with Mars square Saturn. So if you're feeling waves of built up frustration, impatience, and lack of self-control, know that you are not alone in this feeling. On the other hand, since the sun and moon are conjunct, there are bursts of energy and so much initiative. So don't let the negative emotions rule you over. The new moon is a time for fresh start, for new beginnings. If you found yourself in that darker state of mind, now is a perfect time to shed those feelings and let yourself have a do-over. With that being said, don't overdo it with your passions right now. Know where your focus needs to be, but don't overwork yourself trying to make it happen. Let the energy flow and build your strength where you know that you are strongest. All that comes up will lead to necessary timing. And for transformation, know that you are doing your best and growing every step of the way. So that's 3 minutes there. So you want to slowly come up. And then Yin Yoga is really great for supporting, especially this pose, to let go of those feelings. And then to do the other side, all you have to do is turn the other way. So you're gonna sit tall with your sit bone against the center of the bolster or pillows. You can have 2 bed pillows if you want extra support. Lengthen, twist, and fold. And then you can turn your head one way or the other. Spread your upper back. Ground through your hands. Palms face down. And just relax. Again, this is another more restorative style of yin. So I'm going to set the timer for 3 minutes here. So readjust your leg positions to get more comfortable. Once you're in the pose, completely let go and release. I'm just going to have my legs the other way just so I can sit opposite way to even out. So let the breath settle to natural breathing. See where you can soften on a muscular level. And do your best to just be still. The more you can just relax and be still, the more you will benefit from the yin practice. That's how you target the deeper part of the body, opening up energetically. So here's another new moon. So the last one that I read was from Ellie.11.11. So these are various Instagram posts that I really resonated with. So as we're holding the second side, I'm going to read you one more. We have 1 minute and a half left on that second side. See if you can sink into a little more, surrender into the props, and be. The new moon vibrates a number 9, symbolic of change and transformation, death and rebirth, ushering in opportunities to make significant life changes. Where are you hanging on? Where are you hoping for personal growth? We're being allowed to tap into and access energies of childlike wonder and innocence from within. To truly unearth such preciousness, you have to be willing to dig deep. Are you willing to push beyond your own comfort zones? It's okay to have doubts and fears. In fact, it's healthy. In facing our fears and doubts, we are able to go from inaction to action. And while the new moon's initial phase is about emptying out, keep in mind that there is a crossover point where the emptying quickly transforms into limitless possibility potential. Are you ready? That's by Kapwalani on Instagram. So slowly, so I went through the ones that I really resonated with as I was reading. So we're on the other side of Deer with a Twist. So again, bring your hands underneath the shoulders. Slowly roll up on your inhale. Turn away from the bolster. You can take a moment to straighten the legs, shake them out. Again, you can do some windshield wipers, feet wider than your hips, knee side to side. I'm going to give you option to kind of shake your legs, fold over your legs in between. If you're doing it as a counter pose, you're welcome to flex your feet and just really lengthen out. Another option is to just lie down flat if you feel like you need more heart opening. And just be for a moment. So see if you're more in a need of grounding or heart opening. 30 seconds there for counter pose. Okay. And then slowly make your way onto all fours. And you're not going to need a bolster for now. You might need a blanket or a folded towel. And we're going to set our first swan pose. So feel free to do a couple cat-cow. Inhale to arch, hands shoulder width, shoulder underneath the shoulders, knees hip distance, hips over the knees, arching with your inhale, exhale to round. Open your heart, drop your belly, exhale, round. Just loosen out any way you would like. Do some spinal release. You can rock side to side. This is called marauding bear. You can make circles. And then we're going to set up for a swan, upright swan, to keep the heart open and open your hips. This is a gallbladder. Really helps you release on an emotional level while opening your heart. So you're going to bring your foot forward. Keep your hips squared if you can, or you can kind of go back and forth. And as long as your lower back doesn't hurt, see what gives you better stretch here. If you feel like you have a lot of space, feel free to put something. Again, in Yin, you don't have to use any props, but if you have something you can just like fold a sweater underneath, towel, and then you're gonna stay upright. If this is not available, you can also bend that back leg and stay in more of a deer variation. And then just let the heart open, shoulders down, or you can relax and let the shoulders shrug up. If you want bigger opening, you can even put hands on blocks. This gives you a bigger heart opening. It's harder on the back. So see what works for you. So we're going to be here for 3 minutes like this. This is upright swan pose. So while we're in this pose, I'll read another one. So this new moon in Leo is an opportunity to celebrate and praise ourselves for the creative work that we've poured our hearts into and boldly shared to the world. Grant yourself the permission to attract abundance. in the field of leadership and nurture personal relationships. Love yourself even more by paying something forward. Nourish your inner child. So a lot of our trapped emotions, patterns that we keep repeating, usually they're from the unconscious patterns and rooted by your inner child trauma or something that you thought was traumatic going back to age 7, 0 to 7. So you can connect to that part of you, maybe connect to, but whatever is uprising, whatever is present right now, just allow those feelings to flow through. Soften your face. Let the heart stay lifted. Again, shoulders can be soft, or you can turn on the shoulder girdle by broadening through your collarbone, shoulders down, and lifting your heart. If that's too much for your back, you can always bring your blocks down. If you want to go higher, you can even bring your blocks higher. So the blocks have 3 different levels. At the last minute, you can even fold if you want. If your forehead comes all the way down, you can come all the way down. If not, you can have a block or book to support your forehead. And then just go deep into your hips and observe your natural breath as you soften your face. Let go of any efforting to hold yourself up. And then to come out, you're going to bring your hands underneath the shoulders. Lift your heart. You can just go to all fours. And you can do marauding bear. Inhale to arch. Exhale to round. And rock forward and back. Side to side. If you're feeling energetic enough, you can even press up to down dog and pedal out your legs. Okay. So those are counter poses. If you feel like you just want to be still and tune in to that inner child in you, you can also come into child's pose. Big toes together. Knees can be wide or close and fold. Sit onto your heels and fold. So those are the counter pose options. And then set up for the other side. So you're going to bring your left foot forward. So you heel toe your foot out. And depending on your bone structure, you might bend very deep. Or you might be like out here like that. You can kind of square your hips if you want. Or you can kind of go side to side. See what gives you the best stretch in your hip without tweaking your waist or your lower back. Back leg can be straight. If you need to modify, go more gentle, you can always bend that back leg for deer variation. Again, if you're floating high, you can also put block or a blanket underneath your hip. Knee stays grounded and then stay lifted. Shoulders can be relaxed. I'm going to set the timer for 3 minutes. Or you can lift your heart, shoulders down. So the key again is to kind of wiggle around, fidget around and find your pose. See what works for you, what props you need. And hold. You can close your eyes. You can kind of look straight forward. You can even drop your head. Again, shoulders can relax. You can turn on the shoulder girdle. If you're lower back sensitive, engage your core. Relax your muscles. And just let yourself be. Keep observing your natural breath. So with Yin Yoga, you want your breath to stay natural. And this is Upright Swan. So here's another one. This one is by Astro Za. As a fixed fire sign, the warm, creative Leo new moon places unlimited creation power in your hands. It is about creating your dream life with every breath you take, and the Leo moon will help you manifest with a burning intensity you haven't felt in years. Think carefully what it is you want, like, really want. Plant your intention at this time and commit them to heart, since they will have the potential to manifest in the coming months. This new moon is inviting you to plant a seed of a committed intention. Your intention can be big and grand. Don't forget, Leo thinks big. So again, there's another message to think big. So I'm just reading you different ones that I really resonated with. But you can take or leave what resonates with you. That's what this is about. So for the last minute, you can also come on down. And if your forehead comes all the way down, you can just come all the way down. If your forehead doesn't come all the way down, put something underneath. So that now we're getting deep into your hips. You can see where you can relax on a muscular level and see how you can allow yourself to just be. Observing, and this is all about cultivating acceptance of exactly where you are, honoring whatever comes up. It's a great opportunity to do some shadow work, especially in a pose like this. A lot of emotional, unprocessed emotion can come up. So honor whatever comes up with gratitude, compassion, let them flow through, and keep coming back to your natural breath that helps to anchor you in this moment, in the present moment, just feeling the opening. So slowly come up. Again, you want to come out very slow. And come back to all fours. Feel free to do some marauding there. You can do some down dog and pedal out your legs. You can do cat cow. You can tune in and see what you need. You don't want to go too crazy with the counter poses, but just gently releasing areas that got very tight. Now we're gonna just take a minute in child's pose. So bring your big toes together. Knees can be wide or closed. Sit onto your heels and fold. So if you want more of a lower back release, keep your knees close. Let the tailbone get heavy. If your forehead doesn't come all the way down, put something under your forehead. Or you can stack your forearms. If your forehead comes down easily, and if your neck doesn't feel too strained, you can also bring your arms back. So that's where your lower back, and just to go more inwards, tuning your attention inwards. Listening to your inner voice, your truth, at the core of you, just getting to know the real you, unmasked. You are loved. You are safe. You are supported. Feel all the support beneath you. And if you want more of a hip opening, you can bring your knees wide as you can. And you would have to have your arms forward. You can reach forward if you want. Another option is frog. So I'm going to show you this way. Frog, you will bring your knees wide. Line up your ankles. You can kind of go forward and back and just see where you want to be. Some of you might have to bring your ankles in. Some of you might be able to line up the ankles with your knees. And then you might have to just stay more up on the elbows, or you might be able to come all the way down. You can turn your head one way. That's another option. This is a really deep groin stretch, working on the liver and kidney meridians and releasing all that tightness from sitting. So whichever version you're in, see how you can soften and release into the pose you're in. And then slowly come up. So if you're in child's pose, you can just simply bring your hands underneath the shoulders and roll up. And bring your legs in front of you. Sit tall. Shake them out. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to fold. Just getting a nice stretch through the back of your legs. Forward fold. You can bend your knees. You keep your legs straight. Lengthening with your inhale. Exhale to fold. And then gently roll up. So again, this is a counter pose. So you can flex your feet and just be very active with the pulling. If we were doing the caterpillar yin variation, you would keep everything soft. And now we're going to set up for our Shavasana, final resting pose. So you want to have a blanket underneath neck and head. These are optional, of course. This is my favorite way to feel most supported. You can have pillows or bolster under your knees. And then make your way onto your back. Take a moment to see where you feel most supported. Make sure your heels are on the ground. If you want some inversion effect, you can have blocks under your feet to keep your feet more lifted. But you want to make sure you're not holding yourself up. Open your arms slightly away from the body. Palms are facing up. Expand through your heart. And then let your whole back body release to all the props beneath. Soften your face. If you want to cover your eyes with something, feel free to have a scarf, a hand towel, eye pillow, eye mask. Soften your eyes. Keep your breath natural. Make everything effortless. In Yin Yoga, you can bring your legs slightly wider for pentacle. Arms can be over your head in a V. That's another option, but make sure your shoulders are not shrugged. Find what feels relaxing, effortless. Adjust your clothing and let yourself release into a deep relaxation. Shavasana. So let me see if we can dim the light a little. Seems like it gets very grainy when I do that. Yeah. So as you're holding Shavasana, keep relaxing. Is that okay? It's too dark. So keep relaxing. I'm gonna bring the blanket over. And receive and visualize your intention as if it's true right now. Just fully be in it and completely relax your whole back body to all that's supporting beneath you. Allow everything to be effortless. Simply receiving all the benefits from the efforts you put into your practice. As any limiting thoughts appear while you're visualizing yourself in the intention that you set, keep letting go and come back to visualizing, fully owning every moment as if it's true. Keep releasing any objections, any criticism that come up. You can see yourself where you would be in 6 months to 12 months time, visualizing. Don't worry about how it's going to happen. I'm going to clear the energy again. Aligning with the frequency of love and miracle, the high vibration that allows you to align with love and miracle, to magnetize your intention so it can just effortlessly happen. Allow your breath to be natural. Keep your heart soft. Keep your belly soft. Notice where the energy feels stuck in your body. You can send some extra breath to that area of support. You can also surround that area with sparkling, healing emerald green light or pink light. or gold light. See what color resonates with you. And if there's more than one area, and that could apply to your physical body, your mental body, emotional body. So you can also do that with any thoughts that arise that are not serving you, or any emotions that arise. Honor, acknowledge, let go, and surround them with compassion, love, and this healing light to be transmuted for highest vibration. I'm going to be ringing the tuning fork. And just trust that it was, it is, and it will be. So it is. So start to deepen and lengthen your breaths in and out through your nose. Gently wiggling your fingers. Gently wiggling your toes. And slowly and mindfully can give yourself a big stretch with your arms over your head, pulling your fingers and your feet in opposite direction. Just give yourself a big stretch on a big inhale. Or you can hug your knees if you need to release your back, either grabbing the back of your thighs or your shins. And as you pull and hug your knees into your chest, just feel the lower back release. You can hold there at the center for a few breaths, or feel free to rock side to side to release your back. And then whenever you're ready, keeping your gaze inwards, gently and mindfully roll to your right side. And then take a moment in fetal position on your right side. And keeping your gaze inward, with the help of your left hand, gently and mindfully press yourself up, coming to a comfortable seated position. Sitting tall as you bring your palms together at your heart center. Lift your heart toward your thumbs as you bow down. Just taking a moment to give yourself gratitude for showing up for yourself, for self-care. Sealing in your intention, seating it at your heart center. And let's seal your practice with one Om. Please take a deep inhale through your nose. Thank you. Namaste. So all those quotes I read, I got from Instagram. So feel free to follow me at Turtle Flo Yoga on all my social. And if you have any questions, I will save this as a replay. So if you have any questions, feel free to write a comment, or you can chat on the live chat. You can type in there. And you want to take some time to journal if you have if you want to stay more inward. So once you get off, you can journal anything that came up, or you can write down your intention. And whatever you visualize, you can write as many details in present tense. And again, don't limit yourself. Any limiting thoughts, let them go. And just write down as wild of a dream that you want to set for yourself without limitation. So when we write it down, then we're making it more physical to allow it to manifest. And pay attention to your dreams the next few days. You can also take some Epsom salt bath. That helps to really go to sleep. Yin Yoga also helps to sleep. So you're also set up for a really good night's sleep. And again, if you have any questions, feel free to write in the comments or the live chat. And then look up for synchronicities, books and messages that might keep appearing in movies, or if you're just watching TV or just scrolling through online, or billboards, or people might say certain phrase, or you might meet certain people that could fast track you into allowing and helping you to manifest. And so I wish you an amazing month. Thank you so much for joining this new moon in Leo Yin Yoga practice. So even if you don't really believe in yoga, in the new moon and the horoscope and all that, and astrology, the practice itself was really healing for if you sit for a long time, and for tight hips, and just to keep the heart open, because right now the heart, you want to keep the heart and lungs strong and open. So Yin Yoga also works through the energy channels to keep the organs healthier, and just letting the life force energy move through, clearing any blockages. And it also makes you more increase your vitality, energy level, and reducing stress to keep your immune system boosted high. And Yin Yoga is also great for joint health. It actually lubricates your joints. So those are all the benefits. Again, if you want to just stay in the quiet space and journal your intentions, feel free to free journal as much as you would like. And please share whatever you want to share in the comments later or in the live chat. And I wish you a wonderful month. Wishing you a wonderful, relaxing evening, and much abundance, love, and light to you from my heart to yours. Namaste. Please be sure to subscribe, like, and comment. If you have any requests, let me know. If you want to see more Yin Yoga or other types of yoga or times that work best for you. And go within and find your inner sparkle. Thank you.